Hello! We are just past the middle of September, so I am popping in with a very quick mid-month wrap-up. And the reason this is going to be quick is because I'm actually vlogging, or have already vlogged, all of these books. So the first four were part of my reading challenge, so I will link the video for that up there where I was reading your favourites. So we have When August Ends by Penelope Ward, Interview with the Vampire by Anne Rice, The Bear and the Nightingale by Catherine Arden, and Lives Other Than My Own by Emmanuelle Carrère. So I'm actually not going to talk about these because I already did a very long video where I discussed those books in quite a lot of depth, so I'm not going to repeat myself because it will just get really boring. After finishing those, I read The Reckless Afterlife of Harriet Stoker by Lauren James, which is the only one I haven't vlogged. So this is Lauren James' most recent release, and it is a paranormal ghost story about Harriet Stoker, who dies in the first chapter and comes back as a ghost and finds herself surrounded by other ghosts, and it's kind of a mystery plot line, and I don't want to say too much about it because I didn't know any more than that going into it, and I feel like that really improved my reading experience because there's so much about this story that is so unexpected, which is something that Lauren James does really well. But this one is a little bit spooky and definitely perfect for this time of year. I know a lot of people really like to read this kind of thrillery, atmospheric, spooky type of book in the autumn, so this definitely fits that bill. And I think I've mentioned before that paranormal ghost stories I don't really find scary because I've consumed so many of those stories in various mediums, but I really recommend this one. I love Lauren James's writing and this was really great. Then I am currently reading for the Adventures Through Wonderland readathon, which is being hosted by Alexandra Roslin, Kaylin Abridged, How to Train Your Gavin and JD Ray Reads throughout the month of September, and I am actually vlogging my reads for that. So the first book I read was the group book, which is The Train to Impossible Places by P.G. Bell. Then I read Blended by Sharon Draper. Then Keeper of the Lost Cities Lodestar, which is book number 5 in the series. And then The Extremely Inconvenient Adventures of Bronte Metalstone. And like I said, I am vlogging the process of reading these books as well, so I won't talk about them too much here. This one follows Susie, who wakes up in the night to find someone laying train tracks in her living room, and a train comes through and she stows away on board and discovers all of these impossible places. It's really whimsical and fun-packed adventure. Blended is a contemporary story about a mixed race girl whose parents are divorced, and so she spends half her time with her white mum and her new white boyfriend and the other half of her time with her black father and his new black girlfriend, and it explores all of the difficulties that she has living that kind of split life and struggling to pin down her identity as a result. The Keeper of the Lost Cities series is about Sophie, who is a telepath and discovers the reason she doesn't fit in the human world is because she's actually an elf, but then she doesn't really fit in so well with the elves either, and it's lots of adventure and friendship and magic and magical schools, and it's just a great time. Favourite series possibly ever. And then The Extremely Inconvenient Adventures of Bronte Metalstone is about Bronte Metalstone, who lives with her aunt because her parents abandoned her as a baby to go off and have adventures, and then one morning Bronte receives a telegram informing her that her parents have been killed by pirates and have left her some very specific instructions about delivering gifts to all of her other aunts. So she travels to all of her other aunts and has little adventures. It's very reminiscent of a series of unfortunate events, which I haven't read but I have seen various adaptations of, and it's very absurdist and quite funny. So those are the books that I have read so far in the month of September, and you won't see my Adventures Through Wonderland vlog until October because the readathon runs throughout the month of September, so I won't be done until the end of September, but you will see that in early October anyway, so you can look forward to more details about some of these books then. But that's it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video and want to see more like this from me, then do think about hitting that subscribe button, and I hope to see you here again soon. Thanks, bye!